Okay, I'm going to mark one more for you. Got my line up here. I wonder if you can see that. Yeah, I guess you can here. Let me slide that over a little bit. Okay. I'm not going to mark it with the pencil this time. I'm going to mark it with my scratch awl. I'm just going to center it in there. I can eyeball it and I can mark it exactly where I want it to go. Like that. And now I'm going to push this up a little bit. I'm not going to go all the way. I don't want to just cram it up there because this has a sharp point. And the last thing you want to do, you know, hopefully, generally speaking, there's not going to be an electrical line right up against the sheetrock or a plumbing line or a vent line or anything like that, but you never know. And you can't really probe with that. That's why I take my little screwdriver and I'm just going to twizzle it and kind of go up and make sure nothing is in my way, okay? I kind of like to do that for all of my little plastic anchors. Now I can push this up a little bit further because I've already tested it with my plastic anchors. I know it needs to go up about that far. And I've got my plastic anchors and they're up a ½ inch or more. There you go. Snug as a bug in a rug. Okay, put your screws in. I can put that in halfway or more. Okay. Now I can take this, slide it on there, hold it exactly where it needs to go, and tighten the screws up. Okay, just snug, don't overdo it. Okay. There. Well, since I'm that far, might as well finish it for you, right? I was just going to do this really quick. I can see where my date of install is. I'm going to put that kind of over towards that way so it's not facing out into the room. And when I twist it, I can see that it's going to go that way. Make sure you're pushed up all the way because the last thing you want to do is try to start screwing it on with only half of it sticking on or so. Okay, push up there firm. And usually you go to the right, righty-tighty, lefty-loosey. That's usually the way on just about anything. As soon as I turn it just a little bit, then I know that it's set properly, that the battery is engaged, but I don't want to just leave it there. I want to keep turning to the right, and there's little notches on the inside, and I can feel it click. It'll go click, 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 click. Okay. Now I know that's good. Push and hold, and then hold your ears. Sometimes I'll put some Kleenex or toilet paper in my ears or something. Now it's going to go. I'm going to put my fingers in my ears. One more down. See, it doesn't really take that long and it's easy. Hey, if I can do it, you can do it. Okay, now let's say that you hit a ceiling joist up there on one of these screws or both of the screws. Now you won't be able to use your plastic anchors because the plastic anchor will go up and hit it. You don't want to like cut the plastic anchor off and then put the screw in there. You don't really need to do that. Just get some longer screws and screw it right up to the wood ceiling joist. You know, if you hit one side, let's say. Okay, so you know, if they would have, see, you can't just put the screw in. You can't just put the screw in and think you're going to hit the joist because you're only going to get a little bit of it. The sheetrock is going to be ½ inch to 5/8, and then you only have the last little bit to go in there. So these screws, chances are not going to hold that. So you would have to run to the store, or if you have some extra screws around, put those in instead. Okay, be ready for your project. Okay, so this project, how long is this project going to take you? Well, you saw how long it took me. It would take less if I didn't have to sit and explain anything to anybody. I got one downstairs I did, and then 4 bedrooms, and this hardwired one here. The other ones were battery operated. And, you know, an hour or so comfortably, or maybe a little bit longer, don't worry about it. You can do it yourself. You will save yourself some money. That's all I got for this time, but I'll be back with more videos.